Hi and welcome to my April TBR. And did I pass March's TBR? Of course I did. I'm on the last book now, which is Dark Legacy by Tate James. It is currently the 27th of March as I'm filming this, so I still have 3 days to go, and I'm pretty confident that I can finish it in that time, so I'm going to call this as a pass. Which means no more stickers added this month. And of course we've landed on add 10 to your TBR, which not only means I have 10 books to pull, we also have 7 books that are already on that square. Not a good start. So before we even get to the add 10 books to the TBR, we do have 7 books that I haven't been able to get to that are automatically on this square, so let's add those first. I won't be going through the descriptions because quite frankly they were on my previous TBR's video, so if you'd like to know more please go check them out first, but without further ado, let's go through the list. First off we have Starfell by Dominique Valente. Then we have The Billionaire's Obsession, Simon by J.S. Scott. We also have A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and Lady of Rooksgrave Manor by Catherine Moon. Then last but not least we have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now introducing the TBR jar. I will be pulling from the TBR jar for my add 10 books, the TBR. So I'm going to delve right in and pick out book number 1. All these colours are representing what year I put them in, and the fluorescent green ones are my Nick Alley picks. So we'll see where we go. Picked out the red one. These are the oldest books I have had on my TBR, so wish me luck with that one. And that is Pure Evil by Jessie Bastide. And as you can see, it's only 175 pages, so brilliant. Then we have Pure Evil by Jessie Bastide. This is about a young boy called Devon who ends up on the wrong side of bullying and ends up in a coma. Once he wakes, he has what appears to be a demon following him, and it's all about his escape from that and gaining help from his father in order to do so. This sounds right up my alley. I love horror books, and this is only 175 pages. Pull number 2. We got a purple one. That is Last Year's. I acquired it. Not when it's published, but when I acquired them. Oh dear. That is the Ripple Trilogy by Sydney Swanson. So I pulled the Ripple Trilogy by Sydney Swanson. Of course that means books 1 to 3, which is over 700 pages. Samantha has a freak gene that makes her turn invisible or ripple. She can't control it and it's getting worse. Afraid of becoming a lab rat, Sam keeps her ability secret until fellow runner Will Baker sees her vanish into thin air. Will promises secrecy and help, and Sam begins to fall in love. Together the two discover there are worse things than being a scientific curiosity. Someone's been killing people who possess Sam's gene. A mysterious man from France sends letters that offer hope for safety, but also reveal a sinister connection with Nazi experiments. The more time Sam spends with Will, the less she can imagine life without him. When Sam uncovers secrets from her past, she must choose between keeping Will in her life or keeping Will safe. This sounds really exciting, really on edge, and I'm really interested to see how this is done. It's not your usual invisibility girl story. It's got quite a few twists and turns to it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this book has in store. Pull number 3. Ooh, it's a neck alley one. Now, unfortunately, I've already done this one, which is Danger at Dead Man's Pass by M.G. Leonard and Sam Sedgman. This is in here because I have not reviewed it on NetGalley yet, so I will be doing that, but for now, let's re-pull. So, again, this is pull number 3. Ooh, an orange one. This one is, as memory serves me, is 2016. And this is Stained by Abda Khan. Then we have Stained by Abda Khan. This is only 200 pages long, but it will be an emotionally hitting story, considering it's all about sexual abuse. And a young Pakistani woman trying not to bring shame to her family. So, yeah, that one's going to hit me hard. Pull number 4. And we have NetGalley one. And this one is The Third Grave by Lisa Jackson. Then we picked up The Third Grave by Lisa Jackson, which is actually the 4th book in a series. So let's go and sort out book number 1. This one is titled The Night Before. This is about a serial killer story. Caitlin one day wakes up covered in blood and her husband is dead and she has no memory of anything. So this is all about figuring out if she is in fact the killer or if there's something more devious going on. Cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. I've really been looking forward to this series. Pull number 5. Oh, it's a white one. That means this year's. And this is Hide and Seek by Andrea Mara. That's 368 pages, and from my recent book haul. We also have Hide and Seek by Andrea Mara, and I had this through my latest book haul, and it's all about a child that goes missing. So really looking forward to that. Psychological suspense and detectives are my bag. I really enjoy these types of books. Pull number 6. And we have The Story of a Small Tractor Ben by Victoria Tersa. A little tractor named Ben was broken and sad. He didn't know what to expect. His master Tom received a message while he slept. It was an answer about the future, where there was a place for his favourite tractor Ben. Siva the cat misheard Tom's conversation and confused all the animals on the farm. What a mess. This is only 25 pages long, so should be able to go through it really quickly. Pull number 7. And we have a blue one. And that is Submission by L.K. Shaw. The moment I laid eyes on Penny, her innocent, submissive nature called to my dominant side. I volunteered to guide her exploration into my dark and decadent world. I'm also playing a deadly game of cat and mouse with an obsessed psychopath whose goal is to destroy me. When my worlds collide, I'm forced to call it quits between us. Soon I discover I'm too late. I mean, that's all I really need to know about it. It's a dom and sub romance, and it's not that long, so I'm hoping to fly through this pretty quickly. Pull number 8. Ooh, there's another red one. Again, those old books off the TBR. Very good one. This is Tempted by the Boss by Hazel Kelly, which, as you can see, is 127 pages. Then we have Tempted by the Boss by Hazel Kelly. She lands her dream job at the Abbott Hotel. She cannot believe her luck and how insanely sexy her billionaire boss is. So this is all about her trying to impress her new boss while he has a different agenda. Expecting some really steamy scenes in this one, and it's less than 200 pages. I mean, I should be able to fly through this within the space of an hour or two. Pull number 9. Another Neck Alley. We have The Stalker by Sarah Alderson. Then we have The Stalker by Sarah Alderson. I know nothing about this except for the fact that it's obviously a stalker story, so bearing in mind with that for trigger warnings before you start reading it. And pull number 10. Dig deep for this one because it's got to be a good one. We have Green Neck Alley. And this is The Court of Secrets by Rebecca L. Garcia. Then of course we pulled The Court of Secrets by Rebecca L. Garcia. This is actually the 3rd book in the series, so let's go into the first book. That is The Fate of Crowns. This is about a princess and a dark fae prince. Before she can make her way to the Icy Kingdom, she is dragged into myrrh-filled waters and taken to the rival kingdom. I mean, that's all I need to know. I'm expecting really fantasy heavy for this one, and maybe a little bit of romance. For sci-fi I will be doing Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Spencer's world has been under attack for hundreds of years. An alien race called the Krell leads onslaught after onslaught from the sky in a never-ending campaign to destroy humankind. Humanity's only defense is to take to their ships and fight the enemy in the skies. Pilots have become the heroes of what's left of the human race. Spencer has always dreamed of being one of them, of soaring above Earth and proving her bravery. But her fate is intertwined with her father's, a pilot who was killed years ago when he abruptly deserted his team, placing Spencer's chances of attending flight school somewhere between slim and none. No one will let Spencer forget what her father did, but she is still determined to fly, and the Krell just made that a possibility. They've doubled their fleet, making Spencer's world twice as dangerous, but their desperation to survive might just take her skyward. I mean, this sounds amazing. I'm not usually big into sci-fi, but there are one or two that I have enjoyed in the past. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This will be my first ever Brandon Sanderson book. I know he's a bit of a YouTube favourite around here, and I'm looking forward to getting started. For seasonal read I will be going with An Optimist's Guide to Heartbreak by Jennifer Hartman. There once was a girl with fireflies in her eyes and music in her soul. Remember her, she's important. She's the reason I panic bought the little brick house on Maple Street, the one I lived next door to for 8 magical years. Now that I'm back digging up floorboards and lost journals, I can't stop thinking about the 2 people who grew up here. You see, that girl was my best friend, and this house was once hers. She also had a big brother who was my everything, before circumstances turned us into nothing more than memories. That's why I applied for a job at his auto shop, and prepared to discover that my new boss, Cal Bishop, is now gruff, built and covered in tattoos. I am the sun to his overcast sky, the smile to his surly solitude, a reminder of everything he longs to forget. But my heart has a secret, and we're running out of time to fix our torn pages. Maybe the same girl who used to be the glue still holds the key to putting our pieces back together. See, I told you she was important. Toodles, Lucy. I mean, this sounds incredible, and sounds like it's a bit of a grumpy sunshine romance, which I'm all for lately. It's all I've been reading. So I'm really looking forward to this. For highest rated, I am going with Poison Roses by Tate James and Jamie Neve. This is a rock star romance and looks like it has tones of mafia as well, which is a really big trope that I'm loving at the moment. And besides which, it's Tate James. I'm going to devour it either way. I mean, I love her writing. So, let's get on with the next one. For a book with a hobby, I'm going with Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. This is a new adult romance, and it includes music. These 2 people become pen pals and start writing to each other, but she stops writing and he needs to know why. And it's a friends to enemies to lovers romance, and it's really coveted, really well read, really well loved. And I'm a little bit intimidated about starting this one, to be honest, because of how hyped it's been over booktube and everywhere else. So we'll see how I get on with it. And now for the 2 books that I couldn't get on yet. So, every month, as you well know by now, me and my best friend Robbie do a buddy read every month, and this month we will be going with Circus of the Dead by Kimberly Loth. I have the big bind up of it, but I'll only be reading the first book unless, of course, me and Robbie get carried away and want to read the rest of them. And it's all about a young girl who goes to help her uncle on an island, and he looks after tigers and lions in the circus. It doesn't look all that incredible until midnight hits and it becomes this huge circus display and entertainment area, and it completely changes magically out of nowhere. She tries to leave the island but can't, and it's all about her trying to make her way off the island. And of course there's the literature book club pick, which is the Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Dannon. All I know about this is the fact that it's a rom-com and it's about 2 people who attend the same seminar and have developed feelings for each other, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It's been on my radar for a little while now, and I'm looking forward to getting into it. So that's this month's TBR. Wish me luck.